Hello, and welcome to Talk Sport Arsenal. We're thrilled to have you here as part of our community of passionate Arsenal fans. Subscribe to the channel and leave a like for a chance to win a new Arsenal shirt. Do not forget to tell us in the comments from which country you follow Arsenal news.
Arsenal get Ivan Toney transfer answer as Thomas Frank confirms unbelievable requirement. The Gunners have been told that their centre-forward target will not be going anywhere this month. Arsenal have been told that Ivan Toney will not be leaving Brentford this month. The England international has emerged as potential target for the Gunners as they seek to change their fortunes in the final third of the pitch. Mikel Arteta's side have scored just the 7th highest number of goals in the Premier League this season and looked toothless in recent defeats to West Ham and Fulham. Despite being suspended since May due to a breach of betting laws, Toney is thought to be one of their targets. However, Brentford manager Thomas Frank has confirmed that he doesn't expect the 27-year-old to be going anywhere this month. The very short answer, yes, Frank said when asked if he expected Toney to remain at the GTEC Community Stadium. He is a Brentford player, he is here. Clearly we miss a few offensive players, I can't see why we would sell him and I would love to have him for a longer time. If I ever could recommend that, and it's not for me to say yes or no, that's Phil, Giles, director of football, or Matthew, Benham, owner, then it needs to be an unbelievable price. So he will stay here. Brentford are without Brian Bumo and Kevin Shea due to injury, while Yon Wissa will be joining up with the Democratic Republic of the Congo for African Cup of Nations duty this month. That leaves Neil Maupay and Keane Lewis Potter as their only options up top, with Toney not set to return from his suspension until January 17th. Toney has just 18 months remaining on his contract, but Frank's comments have confirmed that it will take a hefty fee for him to leave West London this transfer window. This is something Arsenal are unlikely to be able to achieve due to profit and sustainability regulations. The Gunners would also not be able to take Toney on loan with a view to buy from Brentford like they have done with David Raya, as Premier League laws limit the number of loan signings you can make from any one club. The forward areas are a position where there could be some movement this month, with Crystal Palace showing an interest in Eddie Nketiah. Football.London understands that Arsenal though have not yet indicated any desire to sell the 24-year-old. If Nketiah were to leave, then he would need replacing. Given the tight financial restrictions Arsenal are under and the generally inflated prices of the January transfer market, this would be difficult to pull off. When Ivan Toney could make his Arsenal debut after suspension amid £100 million transfer link. All the latest Arsenal transfer news as the Gunners continue their hunt for a new number 9 in the January transfer window. Arsenal have been linked with a January move for Brentford striker Ivan Toney over the last few months. The Gunners' hunt for a new striker has resulted in the England international being one of the favourites. Premier League rivals Chelsea have also been tipped to make a move for Toney. Interest in the former Peterborough United star started last season after he scored 20 Premier League goals for the Bees. Any potential move stagnated in May when he was handed an 8-month ban after being found guilty of breaching the Football Association's betting rules. Since then, he hasn't been able to compete in any football, having only returned to training with his teammates in September. Now, with the January transfer window open, you won't pass a day without the 27-year-old being linked with a big move. A fee of around £100 million has been touted by Brentford, with Thomas Frank's side likely to want to keep him amid their struggles this campaign. However, if Mikel Arteta manages to bring the striker to the Emirates Stadium, when would he be free to play? As per the FA, when the suspension was confirmed, Toney can return to competitive action from Wednesday, January 17th. That means, should Arsenal sign him between now and their next Premier League match, versus Crystal Palace on Saturday, January 20th, Toney could make his Gunners bow against the Eagles at the Emirates Stadium. However, a move for Toney remains far from being complete. According to The Athletic's David Ornstein, there has been no movement in the first week of the window. Ivan Toney is expected to stay at Brentford in January, he said. There has been no movement or contact so far, and I don't think it's likely anybody pays what it would take for Brentford to let him go, given the position they are currently in, results, injuries, and AFCON. I'm not saying clubs won't test the water before the deadline, but a move is looking ever more probably next summer or as a free agent in 2025. Brentford would like to give him a new contract, even if it includes a release clause, but they won't be able to meet the salary he would expect. So, I currently have no anticipation of him joining Arsenal in January.
Arsenal fans worldwide, if you are interested in the latest news about Arsenal, Please subscribe and leave a like for more updates. Tell us in the comments from which country you follow Arsenal news.